welcome once again to my channel. I'm so glad to have you right here. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you have already subscribed, thank you so much for being there. I love you. Okay, in this video I'm sharing with you another way I store fresh vegetables. I've shared with you videos in the past of how to dry your vegetables, and also how to preserve them in the fridge. So this one is going to be freezing. We're going to be freezing this vegetable. This is leftover vegetable that I used for preparing vegetable soup, and I just strained it, and I'm going to be freezing. So I'm sharing that with you. This is the water that came off from draining the vegetables, and basically what I'm doing is just putting it in the plastic container, which is the disposable plate in this case. You can also use a Ziploc bag if you don't want to use it, because these plastic containers take a lot of space, to be honest with you. So if you don't want to use this plastic container, you can use a Ziploc bag. Just make sure to get all the air out of the Ziploc bag before, of course, shaping it the shape that you want, and then freezing. If you don't have a Ziploc bag, you can use regular plastic bags. It's always better to use a transparent one so you can identify whatever is inside. Although when there are a lot of vegetables, you freeze a lot of vegetables, you might need to label them, because they all tend to have the same color in the long run, because it tends to darken. I think that's the only downside to freezing your vegetables, because the color does not remain the same. So if you want your soup or whatever you're cooking to have this bright green vegetables look in it, you might not want to freeze your vegetables. Other than that, it's absolutely fine. The taste is about the same. You just need to put it in your of course, with this method, you can't put it in the fridge. Personally, I like to once I put vegetables in my soup, I think that soup is ready. I can break it down. I don't like to let it cook. But with this method, you might need to let it cook for a few minutes before letting it down, so that the taste can properly, and the taste can be enhanced. You don't need to, with this method, you don't need to thaw your vegetables, or like allowing it defreeze or melt, whatever the case is, or bringing out a few hours or minutes before cooking. No, you just bring it out from your freezer when you're ready to use, and throw it inside your soup or whatever you're cooking, or porridge, and then you're good to go. You don't necessarily have to do any protocol for this. This container I've used is the regular shaped, rectangular shaped one, so it sits well in the freezer, and that's absolutely fine. If you're putting it in a plastic bag or Ziploc bag, you might want to, after squeezing out the gate, you put it in the shape that you want, and then you freeze. It's a really simple method, works for me, helps me to save a lot of money, in avoiding waste and time, because I don't have all the time to buy vegetables sometimes, and I have emergency food to make. Sometimes I need to make food in a hurry, and this helps a lot. I really don't know if you've learned one or two things from this video that I have shared. I hope that you do. If you have, please let me know in the comment section. Drop a comment below and share with your friends. Until when I see you in another video. I've also shared videos before on how to store the drying method and the other refrigerator method. I'll be linking that in the description below. Bye.